Hello friends, welcome back. In this video we are going to understand a very practical and reliable push-button on-off controller using the 555 IC. This circuit works like an electronic latch, which means you can switch a relay on with one button and switch it off with another button, and the circuit will remember the state even after you release the buttons. Now let us go step by step and understand how this circuit actually works. At the center of the circuit we have the 555 IC. Here it is not used as an oscillator, instead it is configured in bistable mode, which means it behaves like a flip-flop. So it has two stable states, one is on and the other is off. Pin 8 is connected to the positive supply, which in this case is 12 volts, and pin 1 is connected to ground. Pin 4 is tied to the positive supply so that the IC always remains enabled. Now the most important part is pins 2 and 6. These two pins are configured with push buttons to form the control input of the circuit. These pins decide whether the output will be high or low. Resistors R1 and R2 create a bias voltage at this node. This ensures that the voltage normally stays between 1/3 and 2/3 of the supply voltage, which keeps the IC 555 stable and prevents false triggering. Now let us see what happens when we press the buttons. First, the set operation using switch SW1. When we press SW1, this node is pulled directly to ground. That means the voltage at pin 2 goes below 1/3 of the supply voltage. As soon as this happens, the internal flip-flop inside the 555 sets, and the output at pin 3 becomes high. This high output is fed through resistor R3 to the base of transistor T1. The transistor turns on, allowing current to flow through the relay coil. As a result, the relay gets energized, and at the same time the LED turns on, indicating that the output is active. Now even if we release the switch, the relay remains on. This is because the 555 IC has latched into that state. Next, the reset operation using switch SW2. When we press SW2, the same node is now pushed toward the positive supply. This increases the voltage at pin 6 above 2/3 of the supply voltage. When this happens, the internal flip-flop resets, and the output at pin 3 goes low. Now the base drive to the transistor is removed, the transistor switches off, the relay de-energizes, and the LED turns off. Again, when we release the switch, the circuit remains in the off state. Now let us quickly understand the role of the transistor. Although the 555 IC can supply sufficient current to safely drive a relay, we still use an external transistor T1 as a switch to ensure minimum load on the IC's internal circuitry. This allows a small current from the 555 output to control a desired larger current through the relay coil, enabling the circuit to be more robust and reliable. Resistor R3 is used to limit the base current of the transistor and protect both the transistor and the IC. Across the relay coil, we have diode D1, which is extremely important. This diode protects the circuit from the high voltage spike generated when the relay switches off. Without this diode, the transistor and even the 555 IC can get damaged over time. We also have capacitor C1 connected to pin 5 of the 555. This capacitor helps in stabilizing the internal reference voltage and prevents noise from affecting the operation. The capacitors C2 and C3 serve as voltage spike and noise interference suppressors, and help keep the IC 555 operation stable. Finally, the LED acts as a visual indicator, showing whether the relay is on or off. Now let us quickly look at some practical applications of this circuit. This push-button latch circuit can be used for controlling appliances like lights or fans using simple on and off switches. It is also useful in motor control systems, where one button can start the motor and another can stop it. In automation projects, this circuit can act as a basic control unit for switching relays and loads. It can also be used in alarm or security systems to arm and disarm the setup. Additionally, it works well as an electronic power switch in battery-operated devices, reducing the need for mechanical switches. So even though the circuit is simple, it has many useful real-world applications. So friends, that's it. I hope you found this explanation helpful. If you liked the video, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.